Hey everyone, Case here. Welcome back to Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. Another limited time side quest has popped up. I was not expecting this. What I was expecting is maybe for Christmas. But this has probably been data mined for a while, so it's been known. I wasn't keeping up though. A special celebration of Hogwarts teachers. So in just under 4 days to get this done, you do have to be Year 2 Chapter 4 to get this to trigger. You're chosen to do a presentation on Professor McGonagall Hogwarts Teacher Appreciation Celebration. Through interviews with your teachers in a spirited game of wizard chess, you'll get to know McGonagall and receive a precious memento of your unique experience with her. Is it the apple? Do we get the apple? I honestly have no idea what it is. Hey Penny, Marilla. Does anyone know what this assembly is about? Not yet. We're just told to gather here because Professor Dumbledore has a surprise announcement to make. And I'm quite intrigued. I love a good school-related surprise. We said it was good. Well, Professor Dumbledore looks quite happy, so I'm optimistic. He must have something fun planned for us. I think it's going to be bad news. What do you think, Casey? Do you agree with me or Marilla? Well, I know what it is already. And I know everybody loves Penny. I like Marilla. I'm going with Marilla. I'm with Marilla. Whatever it is, could be bad news. Welcome to the dark side, Casey. Esteemed faculty and gathered students. Thank you for joining me in this, our great hall, for a special announcement. I hereby declare the coming days at Hogwarts an official celebration of Teachers' Appreciation. Guess we were right, Casey. Bad news for sure. This could still be a good thing, Marilla. Many of our teachers are brilliant. Perhaps. I don't enjoy appreciating anything but myself. I should add that while the feast and celebration will recognize Hogwarts staff as a whole, we will especially honor one of our finest, Professor McGonagall, for her many years on our faculty. Headmaster, you're too kind, but we all work hard. I simply don't need to be singled out. It is tradition, Professor, and this is your turn, though I expected that might be your reaction. Which is why I prepared to convince you that you should be specially celebrated. Teachers and students, shall we? Oh, I thought we were just gonna clap. It's probably a 1 hour clap. So as you can see, Professor McGonagall, you have quite a few fans. And they resolve to honor both of your character and achievements. And the celebration feast sounds quite fun too. It is very kind, but simply too much, Albus. You're nothing if not humble, Minerva, but even I'm on board, so don't make us beg. It is unbecoming. Well, when you put it that way, I have no choice, but I have also a few ideas of my own on how I'd like to approach this. I wouldn't have it any other way. Come, let's discuss. Professor Dumbledore seems quite excited about the celebration. And I am decidedly not. Well, I think it's going to be brilliant. What a great opportunity to get to know more about our professors. I'm glad to hear you feel that way, Miss Hayward, as becoming more familiar with the staff is the goal of this event. Which is why we'll each be interviewing a specially selected member of the faculty personally. That's quite exciting. After which, you'll make a presentation about them, their character and achievement at the final celebration feast. It is a rare opportunity to get to spend quality time outside the classroom with your subject. I wonder who we'll get to interview, Casey. As it turns out, Casey will be doing a presentation on the guest of honor, Professor McGonagall. Me? Really? Indeed, which means we'll be spending some quality time together. Though you should know this won't be any ordinary assignment. What do you mean, Professor? I have something very special planned for the two of us. You'll find out what that is when we next meet. What is it? I'm ready to begin our interview for my Teacher Appreciation Celebration presentation, Professor. And as you're the guest of honor, I'm especially eager to learn more about you. Yes, I can see that, though my role in the school is usually to teach rather than be studied. Which is why it is important to me that you learn something yourself as we conduct the interviews. And also, well, I've set up this. Is that a chessboard? A wizard chess set? Not just any wizard chess set, my own personal chess set, and I must warn you, I'm quite good. I don't doubt it, but why show it to me? We're going to play, and as you learn more about me, you develop your game, and I'll learn something about you as well. Oh. You can tell a lot about a person by how they approach their chess game. Is this a special idea you had planned? It is. Have you played? In fact, I have. Right here at Hogwarts. I have? I'm glad to hear it, but you haven't played with me. I can assure you, we all have our own tricks, style, and strategy. So, may I begin the interview? If you must, let's get on with it. I wonder how wizard chess differs from regular chess. You were raised in Scotland? Professor, I want to do you justice in my presentation, but aside from me being from the Highlands, and having siblings, and a few basic facts like you being an enigmas, you haven't given me much to go on. I was hoping we could talk about more about personal things. Questions of personal nature aren't appropriate between a teacher and a student. But surely we need to talk a little bit more. I want to get a full picture to make sure I represent you well. Very well, I'll answer one more question now. Proceed. Ask about her parents. Ask about her arrival at Hogwarts. Top one. Who are you more like, your mother or your father? That is a very personal question, but I'll allow it. Thank you, Professor. I resemble my father in temperament, and my mother in witchcraft, and that's all I'll say about that. But, Professor, one question, that was the agreement. For now. Besides, the past is only part of my life. Facts and findings you could learn anywhere. Of course, but... No buts. I have important work to get back to in the present. After we begin our game. Alright, give me a good screenshot here. White goes first, so I will make the first move. Oh, I'm getting trigger happy. I have to say, this is exciting. Now that our game has started, our journey together has officially begun. And I'm already fascinated by the moves you're making. This game we're playing, and this interview, may be more challenging than I expected, Professor. Indeed it will be, but if you persevere, it may yield the rewards you want as well as some you don't expect. When you plan your next move, come back and we'll continue our discussion. Until then, you're dismissed. Who's interviewing who here exactly? She's obviously in charge of this. Blimey, all anyone seems to be talking about is the Teacher Appreciation Celebration that's coming up. I'm happy to be doing my presentation on Professor Snape. He's a brilliant potions master. Who are you assigned to, Marilla? Professor Quirrell. He teaches Muggle studies, which I couldn't care less about. Well, I'm sure it'll be quite interesting, though I can't help but think Casey got the best subject of all. Professor McGonagall is accomplished and beloved, and you're getting to spend so much one-on-one time with her. How did your first meeting go, Casey? Brilliant, she's fascinating, she's tight-lipped. She's obviously very, very tight-lipped. Actually, Professor McGonagall doesn't seem to be a fan of sharing when it comes to herself. Oh, she's probably just being modest. Or she doesn't care much for Casey. That's always a possibility. Don't joke, Marilla. There's obviously trouble in Casey. All I know is, I want to make sure I properly honor Professor McGonagall in my presentation. especially since she's being specially recognized and celebrated. I'm sure you rise to the occasion. Maybe it would help to talk about what you've learned so far, and hear some of the things we've learned as well. That's a great idea. Thanks for chatting to me all about this. Avoiding personal facts might be a good idea. And I hope Professor McGonagall opens up in our next session too. Though, she does seem more interested in the wizard chess game we're playing than doing the interview. What's that about? I would think a taskmaster like McGonagall's too busy for games. She says playing in our time together will help me learn something about life, rather than facts about her. Sounds nutters. You won't learn anything more about life from a game than you would be sitting here with Hayward. Well, I disagree, Mueller. You can tell a lot about a person by the company they keep. That's it. I just had a great idea. The key to getting to know Professor McGonagall could be learning more about the pieces on a real-life chessboard. What are you talking about, KZ? If it will take time to get Professor McGonagall to open up, I need to do the next best thing. So, I'm going to interview the people who know her best, our other professors. Oh, this is like that other limited time side quest all over again. Well, we just bounced around trying to get the feast prepared. Spoiler, by the way, in case you haven't done that particular side quest line. Well, that's the first part. I got money, which I maxed out on. For the second part, though, I guess I'll just be interviewing professors on my goal. They're coming up with the best, I guess, speech or whatever I'm going to be doing ever in the history of Hogwarts. So keep it locked here for the other 3 remaining parts in this special celebration of Hogwarts Teacher Limited Time Side Quest. That was a mouthful. In Harry Potter, Hogwarts Mystery. So thank you everybody so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Alright everybody.